Hello everybody, we're going to talk today about a battery bank. We're going to talk about the battery bank in a hybrid sailboat. The sailboat in question is a Lagoon 440, you can see behind me, from 2005. It's a Salomon technology system in there. I'll go over this a little bit later. So I'm sweaty, it's nice and 85 degrees. You can see on the back the 12 volt battery, 90 pounds each. Beautiful day today to do that job. So let me take you in and then show you, unpack those 12 volt 155 amp hour, which means 155 amp for 20 amp hour. You can look on the spec, VMAX tank .com. Good battery. I already have that installed in my house system. The price is very competitive. They pay for the shipping. Let me show you how they pack that up. We are on board of the boat now. You can see the boat is really disgusting now, but since I'm going to go in and out with all those battery, the birds just play target on the deck, which is always fun. I hate those birds. Anyway, those are the battery in question. This is how they are packed. They're very well packed. By the way, the shipping generally is included with that. So they have a styrofoam box. They come in a pallet with UPS freight, ground freight. So they have two handles, the hardware and the connector on installed. So we're going to fit them in this battery box. So the 12 volt battery should be getting there. So I'm going to get going a little bit and unpack them. Right, there is the battery unpacked. So you can see VMAX. It's dry cell, no maintenance. No maintenance. We can go back to that. I think those battery in an enclosed part, people say, oh, you don't need ventilation because they're not lead acid, so they don't create vapor. But they are still very sensitive. The battery will be very sensitive to heat. So let me set them in the box and I'll show you how they connect them and how it goes. So far I installed 7 of them, and I'm going to connect them now because then after, when they are the one in front, it's kind of difficult to connect. So this battery bank produces 144 volts, and at charge should be around 174-75 volt to charge them. There's the battery charger you can see here. Not too impressed about those battery charger. The charger are okay, but the service, the service they give, PowerNet, they're difficult to work with. They are not really friendly. I asked them to help me in few things, and they say it's marked on the brochure. So that kind of support is, I don't think it's for $1,700 battery charger. I think it's unacceptable. But maybe again, it's a European type of a value. So PowerNet, there's not that many chargers who can provide that power anyway. But PowerNet, I have them. I'm not going to change them, but I'm not too impressed with it. VMAX, in other hand, I'm pretty pleased. I'll show you at the end of this video, the next battery bank, and we'll talk more about it. But they stand behind their product. They are very helpful. If you have any question whatsoever, if you have a big battery charger enough, and just call them. Those guys are really knowledgeable, and they will follow up, and they will stay behind their product. So I'm not paid by them. I'm not getting any favor for them. It's just an independent review. Again, before you buy a battery charger, just make sure you call them, tell them what's your battery charger, what kind of battery charger you need, because if something goes wrong with the battery and you don't have the right battery charger, guess what? You're going to be stuck with bad battery and buy new battery. If you call them and tell them, hey, this is what I want to do, this is my application, this is my voltage, what battery charger I need, etc. Then you have a record, and if something goes wrong with battery, they will stand behind their battery and guarantee work should be not an issue. So like you can see, I start to connect all those batteries together. So what I did not show you, but what I'll show you now is each post on each post I am going to put a nice ribbon of dielectric grease. Okay, make sure the core doesn't corrode. Remember, we're on salt marine salt environment. And each battery I test them. So you can buy those little battery tester, very inexpensive, in any retail store. This one I got it in for like 20 bucks, I think. So this is how you test your battery. Put the positive and negative. So make sure you put that directly on the connection itself, not on the bolt. And when you see, for example, I was testing this one on the bolt, it was not very well tied up, and I got a wrong reading. So normally don't put it in there because there is a resistance inside. It just create a lot of heat. So just for quick testing, so you can see right now it's good. We have 13 something for volts. Sorry, I'm shaking. And to test it, just push the button, and it should go stay in the green. Okay, so this is how you test the battery. So before installing any battery, I test them, because on the battery bank you don't want one of the wall battery bank, one battery bad, and this brings down the entire battery bank. So just be aware, test every battery, put some grease on each connection to avoid this. I'll come back in a minute when I finish to install. All right. So, as you can see, they are all connected. 12 volt, 155 amps batteries, and they are connected in series. So each 12 volt plus 12 volt plus 12 volt come to 144 volt. You can see also all the connection. We have quick disconnect here. So the moment of truth, let's turn them on. Well, no spark. Let's go upstairs and see what kind of reading we get. So I didn't turn on the battery charger. Oh my god, I hate those birds. Look at that. My bridge is so disgusting. Let's see what I read. Okay, so we have 156.5, 155.5 volt. The dot is at the wrong place, so don't worry about it. So look good. Right now there is no amperage out, and look good. So next thing to do is to turn on the battery charger, see where we get. So I just turned on the battery charger. It's charging right now. Let's see how much. Alright, so we plugged the battery charger, everything looked good, and let's test it. And we get 174.3, and it's still loading 175. So this is the right voltage. Actually, everything work has published 174, 175. That's exactly the right voltage to the initial charge. Now, what I don't like is when I measure each battery, I get different current from each battery. So you will see on another video, I'm making a battery Zener battery balancer, because if you look here, for example, I don't know if I can get it right, but it's not easy with one hand to just measure each battery. But if you look here on each battery, this one is 14.8, and the one next one is going to be different. It's going to be, what is this one? 14.9. So they have different load, each one of them. So I'm wondering, I need to install those little Zener. I'm going to build them and make that one. That's all, folks. There is